relax. You find these thoughts just trickling through your mind. Just release them. Don't hold on to any one thought. Just let them flow outside. This is your time, a time that you can find any place, anywhere you are. You can find this peace.
The Journey Home program is very complex to explain it in one single word because there's so many components about it and there's so much about it. But it's I would call it a self-esteem. It helps you to develop your self-esteem, to feel more confident about yourself and the choices that you make. It's full of great information. The teachers are phenomenal. And I am so blessed to be here, and I thank you for picking me to be one of your members. So much thankful. It's a blessing. It has the self-esteem. It's very important, not just for women, but also for men. You know, it means a lot in every relationship. You know, to be a mom, to be in business, to just soar through the world. So it's a positive program, very positive.
I'm Officer Davidson. I'm the Estrella Adult Programs Coordinator here. I have had the pleasure of working with the Journey Home program for the last few years, and it's a great experience every time. It's always different, and it's always the same. And by that I mean that the girls are always different, there's always different characters, but the result is always uplifting. It always gives the girls motivation, confidence, and they also learn to bond with other females that they work so hard along with. I believe that the Journey Home program is a great program. I love working with them, and they offer a lot to the females. They offer so much self-confidence. Before and afters are amazing. I see some females who are very reserved and very quiet, and by the end they're very outgoing, they're smiling, they're very uplifted. And so just with that within itself shows the great things that the ladies and everyone involved in the Journey Home program does.
Drinking men, take my hand, lead me to a meth land. Failure lives are incomplete, standing in these walls defeat. A flame inside me, deep inside, my voice screams, demoralize. I bow my head down in shame and pray my God, my soul he'll save.
This program, Journey Home, has impacted me tremendously. The biggest part that has affected me was digging deep and realizing that I am still somebody. Being in stripes makes me feel worthless, and it makes me feel as though I'm no longer important. But having to write down our past and having to participate in this program has really opened me up and realized that I am still somebody of importance, and no matter what, I always will be, and I'm smart and still intelligent. This program has opened my eyes and made me appreciate everything that it's taught me.
I am a woman of great value.
I am a woman of great value who surrenders her super bad that was caged in her freedom. With the love, peace, and support of my sisters, my desire to change has blossomed. My beautiful cocoon.
The movement, it's a tempo, and means that the rate of the speed that we move in movement, sometimes we can move slow, sometimes we can move fast. There's also the variation, meaning what you do, what kind of different movements. And the structure, which is the complexity of each movement that we do. The volume is the space that we can use our bodies to move around. And the energy, which is one of my favorite parts as well, is the energy that you can bring out the best of you. You can let it go, like you say, get out of your head and show your energy with so much passion.
One of the components of the Journey Home program focuses on archetypes. Archetypes are a part of our person's spiritual DNA, and they symbolize life challenges and how we choose to survive them. One of the survival archetypes is called the saboteur, the guardian of choice. Everyone has this archetype. We were asked to identify and personify ours. My saboteur is called the tornado. T, total destruction, annihilating everything in its path. O, only thing left standing are feelings of isolation, regret, loneliness, and shame. R, remembering and living in the past keeps the cyclone from burning out. N, needing to move on, reinvent, push through. A, alone in this dark destruction, wanting change, wanting more. D, desire, drive, determination, keys to moving forward. O, only one way to go from here. Stop looking back. The Journey Home program has really changed my life. There's so many components of the program, I don't even know where to start. I think the biggest impact it had for me was learning about our archetypes and the saboteur, and how the saboteur helps me to make either good choices or bad choices. It really helped me to dig deep and understand why I made some of the bad choices that I did, but also identify how to make some better choices.
I'm Colleen Jennings-Roggensack, Executive Director of ASU Gamage, and this is our 17th season of the Journey Home program. It is an extraordinarily important program. It underscores the mission of Arizona State University's Gamage, connecting communities. It also underscores the mission of Arizona State University in social embeddedness. We began this program 17 years ago because we know that the narrative, everyone's story, is important. And if everyone can tell their story, it not only helps them, but helps so many others on that journey. And underneath the direction of Taniqua Broughton, who was then in charge of our cultural participation program, we began the Journey Home. We worked for 2 years with an artist, Pat Graney, in a program called Keeping the Faith. And Pat passed on that model and those skills to Taniqua, who then began to work with a fabulous, incredible leader of our community, Fatima Halim, and together they built the Journey Home program. It is important to us that the stories of these women in the Australia jail get told, but it is more important that they are given a voice and that they understand that they are not forgotten and that they are vital, important members of our communities. What we'd like to see happen with Journey Home is that it continue for many, many years. We'd like to see Journey Home continue to support the low recidivism rate in all of our correctional facilities. We'd like to see the women who come through this program come out, live their lives, be engaged in the world around them, and always take art and culture as a part of helping them through their journey. With Journey Home, we look forward to many, many more years and working with the Australia jail and being able to share art